Anne-Marie Rindom is a strategist on board the Rockwool Racing SailGP Team F50. Since joining the Danish team in Season 2, she's been a key part of one of the most exciting teams to watch in the competition. Last year, Anne-Marie took time away from SailGP to become a mother. And with new priorities in her life, she's had to find a new way to dig deep and forge out a career at the top of the sport.
Do you want to see how much it weighs? 79.
What was it before?
69. 10 kilos.
It's quite new for me, but I had a baby 4 months ago, and she's coming with me around to all the different countries, and we call her a base baby, and obviously that has changed a lot for me because I used to have all the time in the world to really dig into my training and push it. My motto has always been I train harder than everyone else, I stay longer, but obviously now I don't have that opportunity because I have a baby and I know I have limited time, so I want to use it as good as I can. And I think it just makes me more focused. It makes me more sharp and focused on the task.
First day back on the water since LA and the crash.
One turning up. Oh, what's that? Everyone else okay?
First experience, yeah, it was 2 months after I gave birth. I was on the boat in Perth for the first regatta of the season, and something that has been my goal all the way. Of course, I want my little baby to have a really good life, but I think if I'm happy, she's also gonna be happy.
Having all in.
I started sailing when I was 5 years old. My dad got me into sailing. I chose to sail the laser radial. It's a one-person dinghy on the Olympic program. It's now called the Ilka 6, and I qualified for my first game when I was 19. It was a bit of a surprise, and then winning the bronze in Rio was just incredible. But I also knew it was so close for gold, so I knew that I wanted to continue. Being in Tokyo was just absolutely life-changing. I was a lot of points in front. I was actually set to win the gold with a day to spare, which has never happened in the Olympic story before. But then I had my second yellow flag and I didn't know about a rule. So let's say sailing has the most rules in all sports. I think the book is so thick. So I didn't know that rule, so I did a huge mistake probably on the most important day of my sailing career. It was 48 hours of just absolutely chaotic. I really had to pull myself together and wash off the tears and just look forward. Working with sports psychologists has taught me a lot about, you can do mistake because you're only a human and you will do mistake, but it's not having a mistake become a bigger mistake. So if you have a small mistakes, that's okay, but just don't let it become a bigger mistake later in the race. And that's what sailing is about. I want to be able to still push myself. I want to be able to live as a professional sailor. I want to be a part of Rockwool Racing Team. Rockwool has just signed a contract until 2032. So there is definitely a path now for me to be able to do that and maybe push through some doors and also for the next generation, for the young girls to see that there is a life in sailing. There is a path there. When I was middle 20, I didn't think that I was going to be sailing until I was 50, but now I actually believe that there is a path. So for me, the goal would be to continue with this and upskill myself in the foiling, because that is the new inside of sailing. That is the future.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.